Hello everybody. It's been a while, like a month since I last did a commentary. I just kinda didn't feel like I didn't know what I wanted to talk about or stream, but I'll be talking about there was some pretty big news today and I felt like I wanted to talk about it and just I don't know, do another relaxing stream while I talk about some news while I play games and listen to lo-fi and white noise and intelligent stuff and scary stuff as well. So I just felt like doing that because I think they're pretty relaxing. So, and we got pretty big news today about Dragon Ball. So the first big news is that they're going to be finally adapting the moral arc from the Dragon Ball Super manga Galactic Patrol arc. They'll be changing it up a little bit. They probably won't be doing a one-to-one adaptation, but I was very excited to see because we finally get Moro in anime form. And probably Granola will probably happen after that, so that'll be pretty good. I don't know how long I'll stream, but I don't know how long I'll stream, but it's probably gonna be for a while, I think. Sorry, before I play, I'm just looking at some different videos. Okay.
If there's strict dichotomy where it's either the case that my ethics are going to be significantly frustrated versus minimally or moderately frustrated, of course I'll take the latter.
Okay, gotcha. I understand what you're saying, but you did say that you wouldn't go for it if it was the case that you wanted to expand past it.
It's not dichotomous.
Okay. But if I can give you examples of Biden saying that he wanted to expand.
So I'm trying to fix the volume on these other ones.
It would depend. If it's with respect to, I think that women should have the right to abortion for all 9 months. I think it would just depend on the reasons that count in favor of that.
Okay, I see. So
I can barely hear Celeste though. I don't know.
Other factors that are less important or maybe sidelined, but still have some sort of I don't know, moral weight to them.
Oh, yeah, that's what.
Okay. So then, here's where I'm confused with the position. Now that I understand it. If it's the case that Trump is not going to allow women to have switch abortions passively, and Biden is.
Yeah, Noah's Ark was probably real.
How is he foreign line with your moral considerations?
You can sense that there's a previously answered is
Noah.
that party and the party count in favor of. So, like previously said, when it comes to conservatives and Republicans, these people generally want to say abortions are wrong just in totality. Now, of course, you could say something like, well, the
I
president
have
is
like
running
6
one night and the party
tabs
another. I
open.
think that the party sort of urges the president to move a particular way, and naturally, I probably would align myself with these people and with that party.
I'm not sure that that answers my question. What would actually be the weight point here? Because number one, if he were to expand it past 4 weeks, then that's a whole consideration. Then it's like, wait a second, now is he in murder territory now?
Is Biden in Schmurder territory?
If he wants to expand it past it,
No, that would not be in Schmurder territory. That would just be in the wrong. There would just be a wrong maker occurring.
why would that not be murder?
Because murder, well, analytically speaking, murder is just the unjustified life. Now, it could be the case that you might be equivocating.
Unjust is not based on the law. Of course. Yeah, so if there was a law that allowed slavery, for instance, you would still say that's unjust.
Without a dawn, huh?
Yeah, so we're talking about justice here, we're talking about moral considerations. We're talking about the unjustified taking of life. Is it an unjustified taking of life when that life is self?
No.
Well, then why do you care about the sentience of life? I don't get it.
Because as previously explained, it generates a wrong maker.
What does that mean?
I can point to something that's wrong, although it doesn't mean that the wrongness is necessarily being tied to, let's say,
Yeah, this is good enough.
what makes abortion wrong?
After sentience.
The deprivation of experiences.
Well, I mean, but that would be proactive all the way back. Because what you're doing is you're assuming future experience. But we can assume future experience from all things.
No. Okay, so the reason why you can't assign this to a
So
non-sentient
I'm gonna lean back.
experiences is a harm here, and harm being a normative property that cannot be assigned to entities that are not persons.
Why can't it?
Because it's a category error.
How's that a category error? I'm actually confused by that. Why is it that
Because only persons can sustain normative property. So you can take a case example where you have a person, myself, and you have a marker on my table. Okay, now one of these things is a person. Okay, one of these things has rights, and one of these things will
So,
do things to.
I'm pretty excited by the moral
I
arc.
cannot do anything wrong to the marker on my desk. With respect to moral
you kill you unalive a person
if it's unjustified, yes.
and what is it in this case? What would make a
And
sentient child?
the Beerus and the remake is, it's okay.
Well, it depends on the case.
Well, in this case, there's no externalities like rape.
But I'm not exactly excited for it.
Rape or death, right? But what would make that justified?
Okay, wait, is the question now how it's justified and not justified? Or is the question about justified?
Well, hang on. I mean, it's the same question.
I just want to play against bots today because
Okay, so the question is what makes it justified?
I'm like tired now, right now. I'm not really tired, but I'm just not I'm not in the mood to try very hard. I'm leaning back in my gaming chair, so, but maybe I'll talk about some stuff that I want. I guess the first thing is how people are inconsistent, and then they get angry at you because you point out the inconsistencies of their beliefs or views. The cognitive dissonance sets in, and then when they say something like, well, that can't happen because I don't believe it, it's just an argument from incredulity. It doesn't mean anything. Like, it's an argument from incredulity. Yeah, it's kind of,
Yeah,
But yeah, it's an argument from incredulity when somebody says like, I can't believe that can't happen because I can't believe it. It's like saying something can't happen because like you can't believe it or you can't understand it. It's an argument from incredulity. Just saying something can't happen because you can't believe it is not an argument against it. It's not really an argument. So people need to get with the program is that it's a fallacy. Just saying you don't understand it doesn't mean anything. It's like, oh, well, I can't understand it, therefore it can't be the case. It's an argument from incredulity, frankly.
When you say all externalities, you seem to be importing something that's way too broad and way too
I mean, it really is. It's an argument from incredulity, and I don't understand why people can't just admit that they're not consistent, or that they argue. Oftentimes, a lot of people don't want to be called out on their own self-righteous hypocrisy, because if they were wrong about their beliefs, and like even a little bit, it would probably be devastating. So, for example, I'm LDS. We don't believe that God created the universe from, ex nihilo, from nothing. But I'm a little bit different, because I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, God, even though I think God didn't make the universe from nothing, that doesn't mean I don't think he can. And, just saying that you can't believe how it can be the case doesn't mean that can't be the case. Just because something doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean it can't happen, and it's not a good argument against said thing, because it's not. And even in another thing too is that even if something is logically coherent and consistent with itself and is used, doesn't prove the most valid thing, doesn't prove itself, even if it's consistent with its use, because it's coming from a finite being. So, for example, and you'll hear a lot of the transcendental argument for God tagged. They, the Orthodox Christians, they posit that because we all use these things, and because we all posit like transcendentals, even if you have no justification for them, must mean that the metaphysical exists, therefore God has to exist, because we all use these things. We all use the transcendentals, even if we can't justify them. And then that's why, God has to exist in some way. And it's like, well, that's good, even if you want to admit that, yeah, there is consistency because we all use it, and because we all use it, there's a consistency, logical consistency that we all use, and because we all use it, that means that even if something is logically consistent within itself, that it must mean that it must mean that that thing is true and valid. Well, I would say that could be a good point if the human mind and the human in general wasn't limited. So, because humans are limited in some way, that because we are limited, finite human beings, and the human mind is limited, how would you be able to know that even if something is logically consistent within itself and that we all use, that's the ultimate argument for the external? Because you can have something be logically consistent that we all use and still not be able to prove the thing in question. Because how would you be able to prove said thing in question from a finite, subjective, arbitrary human mind, even if it was logically consistent? Like, another example is that, how do you know 2 plus 2, even if you want to say it's always 4 in all realities, math is a logical constant? How would you be able to know that even a logical constant of math is still able to how would you be able to know that a logical consistent within itself would be able to tell what you should do, what the correct morality is? And it's like, how would you be able to know that? See, I think it's very strange that people say that they can say that, oh, well, you can just prove it, and it's possible. And I find it very strange how people can say stuff like, oh, well, there's no way that it can happen. I just can't see how that can be the case. It's not an argument against that thing. As I've said before, it's just an argument from incredulity. The people are just saying, well, there's no way that can happen, so it can't happen because I can't understand it. It's an argument from incredulity to say, it's an argument from incredulity to say another one, but you find it with more like, I guess, like atheists or anything like that, is that you see this stuff all the time. For example, an atheist will say, I can't believe how either God is, even though they believe morality is subjective, and so if morality is subjective, then there really is no evil, and they're just blowing smoke out of their butt. I'm kind of tired though. I'm not exactly thinking straight, but it's weird to me how many atheists will say, well, we base morality on, it's either on appeal to consensus, that's a fallacy, or they just appeal to pleasure points. They appeal to, like, yeah, they appeal to pleasure points or personal autonomy, which is weird because, like, they like the stuff that they like. They don't want to be a Christian, which is fair. They don't have to. They want the Christianity, like they like Christianity, but they don't like the fact that Christianity made the best moral system, because they take advantage of the moral system even if they don't like it. So for example, there's a lot of cultural Christians, even though they don't believe in the divinity of Jesus, they don't believe Jesus was the Son of God or God, they still like Christianity, they still like the festivals of Christianity, and it's very strange because they want their cake and eat it too. They say stuff like, well, morality is subjective, but they go with like morality as like personal, because they either go to either three things: their own preference, which is a fallacy because you can't actually know what is objective morality, and if there is no objective morality, and if you can't justify it, there's just no way to know, because you're just matter in motion. It doesn't really matter if you live or if you die or anything, because all actions are equalized. So that's a big problem. So appeal to preferences, that's a fallacy. The second one I would say is that an appeal to you appeal to emotions, which again is just preference based. You're just appealing to you're just appealing to if you're just appealing to like preferences and stuff, then guess what? That's still a fallacy, because you're just appealing to yourself. You're appealing to your own preferences. You're just appealing to the thing in question. And I say that's pretty bad, because you still haven't made a proper subjugation, or why we should follow something over something else, other than you just don't feel like it. Like David Hume says, you can't get an ought from an is. Something ought to be the case doesn't mean anything, because an ought, if something is like an ought, like if something is like an ought or something, like something being like, oh well, something is the case, it's kind of begging the question, um, because you still haven't given a reason why one, like, why any action is better than another and why we should follow it. Especially if you're going to, come up with, oh, well, we're just working on it and we have to see. The issue is that, again, if you don't have a, objective mind and objective standards to which you can appeal to, then how is it possible that you can say that everything is subjective, but we should base it on, like pain tolerance or something, or personal autonomy? Because people go all over the place. It's either based their subjective morality on either their own subjectiveness, which they admit they can't, there's no objectivity, base it on like an appeal to consensus, which is still fallacious because that, it's still fallacious because you're still appealing to, finite people and beings, even if they're more in numbers. But as I've said before, it's called the mass appeal fallacy ad populum. It's just an appeal to, finite beings, that there's more than one, but they're still finite beings. So even if the whole collective agreed that, like, something was good, like law-wise, for example, like, let's say porn is, if 10 people said porn was good and one person said porn was bad, and the collectiveness said, okay, we're going to make it a law that you can watch porn and that, little kids can watch porn too. That doesn't make it morally okay, even if, like, a whole bunch of people made a law, and the law itself can't actually tell you why something is morally bad other than subjectivism. That's really the whole issue, is that whether you have one person or you have a group of many people, there's all, at the end of the day, they're still all appealing to a finite human mind, even if the finite human mind is, even if there's a whole bunch of people that agreed on the law of something, that doesn't mean that that thing itself is objectively morally good. And if you want to say there are no objective morals and objective good, then you have to almost explain why something is bad and why we should do one thing over another thing. You can't get enough from an is, and if they're all preferences, then if I have a preference that all people, there's only white people, then you can't actually say why having only white people is good, even if it doesn't make you feel good. Or for another one, you could say is that what makes violating someone's personal autonomy good if it's just based on the subjective group of people, and even if said collective group of people say it's, something is good or bad, doesn't necessarily make something inherently good or bad. And if you want to say that something is bad, you're also just appealing to Christian ethics, because the whole issue is that even if people say something is good or bad, the reason why people say something is good or bad is because it follows Christian ethics. Without Christian ethics, people wouldn't be able to tell you why something is bad or good or anything else, because they are on the back sides of Christian ethics. Even if they don't want to admit it, they do actually have to appeal to Christianity. I know they don't want to do it, but they have to, because even atheists who grew up Christian and are now not Christian, they still are appealing to Christianity. There's just nothing else that we need to say other than it's like Christianity. Okay, I guess I'll close that tab down.
Oh, we let them! On the second floor! Oh my god!
Okay. Guess I'll play some quest board now. Yeah, this game's pretty fun, I think. Alright, finally. Well, let's play some park games first. Oh, maybe I can't. Let's see. Medium. Alright, let's return to Tavern. Go to my room. View inventory. I haven't played this game in a long time. Alright, let's close relations. Alright, let's get going. Oh wait, no, I want to look at the shop first. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's do a goblin invasion. A goblin invasion. Baldric Iron Fist requests you to go to the crumbling courtyard and eliminate the goblins and their captain. Yeah, start quest. Alright, let's listen to Baldric Iron Fist. That goblin captain has been causing trouble. Can you help us? I could say what's in it for me, but no, I just want to vow to rid the village of the goblin captain. You make your way to the crumbling courtyard in Ashenhold, where the goblin captain lives. You pick your way through broken walls and scorched earth. The silence broken only by the crunch of the gravel underfoot. Should I set up a camp or push onward? Let's push onward. White specks of ash grow around the air. Toppled columns and freckled statues poke out from the ground like gravestones. The path gets harder to follow. So I have light a campfire, press forward on the path, search for a hidden trail, continue stealthily, or stay on high alert. Well, I think I'm just gonna continue stealthily. Opting for caution, you scout the area and eventually spot a hidden path that veers away from the main route. It looks less traveled, but might offer a safer passage. So, inspect your surroundings carefully. DC, dice roll, or is it DC, DC8, initial intelligence. Venture along the hidden trail, stick to the main route. Yeah, well, let's inspect my surroundings carefully. And I failed. After a thorough search, you come up empty-handed, finding nothing unusual. Okay, venture along the hidden trail. Okay. Footsteps echo ahead. You draw your weapon and prepare for an ambush. You hear the sound of rustling and the unmistakable sound of a goblin's cackle. Engage in combat or attempt to flee. Well, you need 15 dexterity. Combat is 8. Probably let's engage. So I got a 15 success with a swift strike. The enemy falls and you stand victorious. Alright, let's take a break here. In a quiet corner, you rest, bandaging your wounds and regaining your composure. Proceed to the next challenge. You spot the goblin captain. The clanking of a metal as a large goblin appears charging you. It appears to be a tribe leader. Okay, come on, Mr. Goblin. 12. Success. Falling to attack 12. With a swift blow, you hit your mark, and the goblin captain falters, struggling to retreat. Prevent the goblin captain from escaping. Oh no, you don't. Oh wow, I got a 17. You perceive the goblin captain closing in on it before it can flee. Strike the goblin captain. Success. You slice into the goblin captain. It moans as it falls to the floor. You stand victorious. Sorry, goblin captain, but you're becoming goblin meat. Alright, let's check the spoils. With the goblin captain defeated, you search its lair. The area is scattered with gold coins that you collect before leaving. Gather the treasure and return. Baldric Iron Fist welcomes you back with open arms, overjoyed. Glad to be a friend of yours. Keep your blade sharp. Oh yeah, I'll try. Nice. The quest is complete. 50 experience, 30 gold. Can I not sell anything? Still level 1. Alright, let's check the quest board. You begin to approach the quest board, but across the road in the village square, you notice a woman in colorful clothing looking frustrated. She kneels down, picking up something from the ground. Let's just approach the woman. You approach the woman, who seems to be picking up clovers scattered across the ground. She looks up at you, chuckling. Oh my, look at me, being clumsy in front of the new arrival. Please pay no mind to me, it's embarrassing. Help the woman gather. You crouch down and help her pick up clovers, placing them back in their satchel. The woman smiles and introduces herself. Thank you kindly, she says, gathering the last clover. I'm Marion Goldweaver. This is just my luck these days. I swear. What happened? Marion sighs, her eyes drifting off into the distance. Well, it all started after I paid a visit to old Balthazar Dreadclaw. He's a quiet fellow living on the edge of town. Ever since, I've had nothing but terrible luck. Perhaps he cursed you. Maybe he's a vampire. It sounds like a coincidence. Wish her luck and take your leave. I'll pick the first one. Perhaps he cursed you. Maybe he's a vampire. You suggest with a grin that Balthazar might be a vampire. A vampire? I never thought of that. He is awfully pale, and I did see him out late at night once. She begins to mutter nervously. I could say I'm just kidding. I'll offer to investigate Balthazar. You offer to investigate Balthazar's supposed vampirism. Vampirism. He spends some time directing you how to get to Mr. Dreadclaw's home. You approach Balthazar's cottage. He enters his door and looks slightly bemused by your question. A vampire? Me? He chuckles dryly. Well, I do enjoy a good night stroll, but I assure you, the taste of blood is not for me. See if he's lying. You see the sincerity on Balthazar's face. He appears mysterious, but seems harmless. He hands you a small pouch with minced leaves inside. My lucky charm tea. Bring this over to Marianne. One night of drinking this and her luck is sure to improve. Okay, let's return to Marianne with the tea. You return to Marianne and explain that Balthazar is not a vampire, sharing the lucky tea he provided. Marianne looks relieved, then laughs. Oh my, how silly of me. A vampire? For this tea, maybe my luck is finally about to turn. Well, hopefully, Marianne. You seem nice. You know, she begins. Sometimes I like to try my luck and roll some dice in the tavern. Come by sometime. It would be nice to have a fun round of dice rolling with a new friend. Yeah, sure. Why did the warlord break up with their patron? Things got a little possessive. Okay. Can I just go back to Can I go back to the Okay. Well, let's just go back to the front. Siege of the Crumbling Watchtower. Okay, alright, let's do this one. I always want to get to another level before. Like level 2. You see villagers at the notice board looking serious. Captain Varen Stoneham spots you and approaches. Learn more from someone nearby. Okay, I'll just head into town a little. You're heading to the Crumbling Watchtower, a villager asks. If you find any keys, hold on to them. Tell me about Captain Warren. Warren? It's kind of hard for me to read this. About Captain Varen Stonehelm? Captain Varen Stonehelm is the stern and disciplined leader of the town's guard. He is dedicated to maintaining law and order. Yeah, typical. The villager breathes a sigh of relief and gives you an encouraging smile. Thank you for this. Keep an eye out for trouble. Sure, buddy, sure. Halt. A bandit has been causing trouble. We need your help. Okay. Let's do it. I don't need to rest, so I'll just investigate the tower. So you make your way to the crumbling tower where the bandit lives. You cross a barren stretch The watchtower's silhouette jagged against the sky seeming much taller than anticipated. Let's do it, huh? Moss creeps along cracked walls as you step inside. Moss. The spiral stairs grow underfoot, vanishing into the gloom above. The ground gets rougher. Well, let's look for clues first. You climb a nearby ledge to get a better view of the area, scouting for any potential threats. So I can either search for hidden dangers or investigate a wider area. It's probably better to search for dangers first. Nice, I got a 10. Just what I needed. Your keen eyes catch a hidden danger, allowing you to avoid it. In the distance, you see what might be tracks. Yeah, let's push for it. Alright, so I'm up against a wolf now. The sound of breathing reaches you. Deep and ominous, you tighten your grip on your weapon. A low growl fills the air as a dire wolf steps out of the darkness. Okay, dire wolf, let's do it. Got a success, 15. You managed to outmaneuver the wolf and land a fatal blow. Alright, let's stay and catch my breath a minute. You find a moment to rest before moving forward. Allow your wounds to heal and your strength to return. Yeah, that was probably smart. You spot the bandit. A bandit steps out from the shadows, brandishing a rusty sword. Attack the enemy. With a swift blow, you hit your mark, and the bandit falters, struggling to retreat. Chase after the bandit. The bandit evades you, slipping away before you catch it. Darn. Sorry, man, I tried. I failed. Okay, so someone with a cloak is like muttering and whispering to themselves. I was asking if they need help. Are you alright? Just a bit of a stumble, that's all, mate. Say, could you take this to Captain Drake for me? 01 Cod's expecting it. 01, that's a strange name. They thrust the trinket into your hands and wander off whistling. I examined the trinket while I failed miserably. Needed a 12 and I got a 2. That was a fail. Find a shop to sell the trinket. Belonged to my grandfather. You'll quit thinking and I success 18. Come on, I want another level. Taming the words of Glenismore. Okay, let's go into the woods. Alright, we're gonna go into the woods now. Okay, so apparently this guy wants me to go after an ogre, and the ogre is like dangerous and it's causing trouble. So what are we dealing with here? The ogre killed a group of hunters. What's left of them is brown. Okay, this might be kind of tough, but we'll see. Move quietly to avoid detection. Okay, I felt that one. Alright, jeez man. I'm falling all over the place. Well, now I just got a success. Alright, can just go with KSA. Find some rocks. So I found some gold and some tools. Let's try to kill the ogre with stealth. But that takes 13 strength. Let's do the element of surprise actually. The ogre fights but you overpower. That's pretty wow. I got a 19 success dice roll. That's insane. Cool, I just got it captive now. Alright, complete quest. So let's see, what do I want to increase? I can increase strength, dexterity, calm, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, composure. Maybe that's like health or something. I'll increase dexterity. Finally leveled up. Alright, okay, I'll just rest for the night. Okay. Let's view my inventory. View the journal. What's my town relations at? This game's pretty fun though. Okay, let's go back to the tavern. Alright. You know what? So you know what we can do? Matthew, or meachew, or Peach, which is me. Oh, it's a doggy. Be gone, dog, shoot. No, I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna pet the dog. Oh, cute doggy. Alright. This is very fun. Alright, let's start quest. Tell me about the giant centipede. This game is fun for me. Yeah, can you tell me more about it? Alright, let's track down the giant centipede. Let's go. Look around for any hints. Find a hidden cache of gold. Okay, fine, let's just walk in front of the... It won't let you pass easily. Wow, I failed, even though I increased my dexterity. Okay. Alright, following the tutorial, you reach the giant centipede's lair. Alright, let's face it. Let's face the giant centipede. I failed. Alright. Lost fortune now. Start quest. XP reward 100. Gold reward 60. Okay. We shadow pose you. Okay, so I'm on another quest. I just want enough gold so I can I don't know. I keep failing and stuff. Alright. So I got her tarot cards and some rat. Alright, I'm gonna take a rest. I need to rest for a little bit. Alright, return to the tavern and check the quest board. The Walking Dead calls up the sunken crypt. Tome of the okay. The forgotten tome of the watchtower. Well, let's start it now. Oh, she's pretty elegant. Lady Seraph and Nightshade paces back and forth, clearly anxious. There's no time to waste, they say. My ancient grimoire is gone and I need it back whatever it takes. An ancient grimoire is basically like just a spell book. I need more information. It's said to contain the secrets of the universe, written in a language long forgotten. The cover is bound in cracked leather, and pages are filled with stone symbols. It's like you don't know what the... Okay, what can I find it? I think my ancient grimoire is at the crumbling watchtower. It's vitally recovered. Don't worry, ma'am, or him. I'll try to find it for you if the dice rolls help me. If they don't, well, then you're screwed. Check the non-dangerous areas. And I keep failing now. Alright, so I got it back. Okay, I did it. With the ancient grimoire covered, returned to Lady Seraph Nightshade and was 18. Well, yes, I have done it for you. Commotion. Step forward and offer help. Oh wow, I got a charisma check and I passed somehow. Okay, so this dude was arguing or saying something about something. Stop by the Coliseum sometime. Yeah, sure, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. What is the gauntlet? Bar games. What's catch of the day? Okay, so I'm like fishing. And it's like, I fell twice and caught one. What's high rollers? I guess 5 gold. Bar games? Wait, what is the gauntlet? Wait, what's the gauntlet, dude? Can I just like... Oh, that's pretty awesome. Prepare yourself for battle. Do you think you can defeat them all? It's pretty cool. So when it goes to the gauntlet, is it all the monsters are defeated and captured? Or just defeated? Or just captured? Oh, this is pretty cool anyway. I like it, man. Pretty awesome. Incredible. I just defeated all of them. There are still 18 enemies out there to capture. Okay, so maybe killing them and capturing them or defeating them is the same thing. I like that though. Yeah, let's shop now. Let's buy leather armor. Okay, let's just go to... I'm gonna try the gauntlet again. Oh, I think I need to rest first. So let's rest. View inventory. So if you buy something from the shop, it automatically equips it. Seems pretty awesome. Um, I always want to keep doing it until I level up again and I can get the like leather sword. Because after the leather sword and after the iron armor is the heavy armor. But that's 3,000 gold thing. It's a lot of gold. Let's go back to the gauntlet again. Can I do it again? Yeah, let's do it again. How did I fail? Okay. So it's just based on the dice roll. Don't worry, I'll get better. Do that, like the, why is it like, it's kind of harder though. I don't know if I earn. Do I earn XP from it, or is it just gold? Like, if it's just gold, that's fine too. Because gold can help you immensely. Dude, these boars are like hard, kind of. Gold, and then go back to the room and then just repeat that again. Okay, so my plan is that I want to keep going for the gauntlet until I have enough to buy the next sword, and then after I'm able to buy like the next sword, I'll go to the quest again. Actually, maybe not. Let's rest for the night. Alright, let's just do some more quests, actually. deaths of surviving. What is this? Oh, you get a lot of XP for it. Learn more about the caves. Should I fight this way? I don't know what. Yeah, I was just gonna try to fight it. Or maybe. Oh. Okay, that's I guess I did beat it. Alright, The Walking Dead. Guess I'll investigate. They want me to investigate some like road path or something. I really like the art style and the aesthetics and scenery of this game. Let me find someone. Rufus, hey buddy, you probably should avoid this area. Kinda wish that you could have a party of people, but guess that's what Neverwinter Nights is for. Or Guild Wars 1. Or any other fictional story or game, which I might be doing, so that's gonna be fun. Should I just like, I don't know, I was successful going against a zombie in one. What's constitution? Intelligence, wisdom. Yeah, let's just increase wisdom then. So yeah, now that let's return to the tavern. Go to my room, bar games. Let's go to the gauntlet again. Let me take on the gauntlet. They can't be, seem to be going through this much quicker than but now I'm level 3, so maybe that helps too. Now I can buy the iron sword. Okay, so after the great iron sword, there's the great sword, and then there's the heavy armor. Go to my room. This game's pretty fun. No, let's just do more quests. Let's configure it. Alright, that's better. Shadows of the Father. Tell me about the Raven. I'll help. The Raven feather, huh? This game seems like a Game Boy Advance game. These quests are pretty short. XP 1129, huh? Well, you know what? I can figure out right now if the gauntlet gives me XP. Because I have 1,129 XP right now. So if it goes up, then I'll know it gives me XP and not just gold. so it doesn't give you XP. Okay, I'll accept the quest, kid, whatever. I died already, huh? Well, I beat that quest. The mummy on the watchtower. So you want revenge, huh? So I'm facing a mummy. Constitution. What is Constitution? Is Constitution like defense? Yeah, because you have SDR for strength, DEX for dexterity, WIS for wisdom, INT for intelligence, CHA for charisma, and CLN for constitution. But I'm gonna Google what constitution means. So I'm guessing Constitution is what is it? Is it defense? Is that what Constitution is? I can't tell. Like what is it? Yeah, so Constitution is a defense, basically. Constitution. So what's Constitution? Um, so it's a 6 stack. Because I knew the other one. Strength is how hard you hit. Dexterity is how well you dodge. Wisdom is it's how well you can like I understand things. Intelligence is how well you use things. Wisdom and intelligence might have some overlap, but I think wisdom is being more of your surroundings, and intelligence is how well you use it. Charisma is how well you can talk to others. Constitution is probably how well you can defend against things, maybe. I don't even know the full scope of it, of the star system, maybe, or the 6 stat system from Dungeons and Dragons, because that's what this seems to be based off of. Alright. So a monk needs my help. Isn't gambling a sin though? You should be ashamed. It's a sin. It's like, you like Jesus? I like Jesus too. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, now trying to look at this 6-stat system. Okay, I'm getting tired now. So this will probably be my last quest. And it was fun, but I gotta go to bed. Investigate the orchard. Look for clues. I guess I'll just look for clues. Follow the tracks on the ground. Okay, yes, I felt the quest. About quest board, okay. Alright, I want to go to my room. Now let's go to bed. And the tavern bar. Okay, so I am level 4, Perth what? Perth Kanga or Kanga. Well, that was fun for what it was. Alright, that was fun. Don't know how long. It's only an hour and 30 minutes, but I'm tired. So, I'll talk to you guys again. See ya.